My people, there has never been a time our people start speaking so highly of our electoral process than now. You reason them now. This government don't make everybody open eye on top our electoral process. I am telling you the truth. Because we all believed we have gotten it right with the new electoral law before the last election. We don't know say they go still manipulate them. That electoral process. See, there was a loophole for them to even manipulate it. Now people are talking left, right, center, up and down. It can't be like say 2027 is here with us, but it's still like 3 years away. Are you hearing me? Oh boy. I listened to one man. Something Amadi. 9 day your screen. This one not be saying another person. Now lawyer. PhD holder. Doctor. He hold doctorate degree in law. And he studied in one of the best universities in the world. In fact, he said he can argue with the best and the brightest all over the world as he take touch law. If you not see as this guy take dissect this matter we concern our electoral process, you self you gonna say, we need to sit up and make sure that look, the process that brings in our leaders is excellent. It's not just about answering your excellency, your excellency. The process that brought you into power, is it excellent? I go play one video for Ona now. In fact, now all of us go watch up together. You go understand what me and they talk. You will understand why the leaders that we have now are not the problem. Why the problem we are facing now is created by just two people. Two people. INEC Yakubu Mahmoud and the judiciary. The man will be there. He don't retire now. Ariwola. He don't retire. Another person don't take over. Person will be like him. These now the two people we now them who supposed to hold responsible. In fact, now them we go hold responsible for whatever that is happening in this government. Because they give us this government too. It is not the will of the people now. Ona go also here inside that video one play for Ona. Say look, it's not about shouting, look us stand die, look us stand die. By the law, I be by the court. Say it's about the people. Say, in fact, that mandate to rule over the people of Nigeria is given to you by the people of Nigeria. And the people of Nigeria themselves can decide to go to court and fight for their mandate. It's not about those that contested for the election. It's not for them. Only them that can go to court. Now lie. You and I can go to court and challenge the outcome of what? The election. It's not about, you go to the contest, you say, did you contest in the election? You did not contest. So therefore, you do not have local standard. Now lie. Relax now. Let me play you the video so that you can understand what's in me and they talk about. We'll go watch them together. Can you meet in a comment section? Let us meet in the comment section and then dialogue and see whether the video will play what I want to play for you now. Whether not the truth or not the lie. We'll meet in the comment section. Let us watch this video together.
In Nigeria as well, election is one of strategy. And the strategy of election in Nigeria is very simple. Bribe INEC, bribe judiciary, commandeer the security, and they are done. The people that destroyed 23 election is INEC and judiciary. The rules were clear. The Electoral Act is not perfect, but it was very clear. I'm surprised that any judge who understands administrative law, which I have taught in the university for years, which I studied under the best in the world, would argue that an internal regulation built on a law, an act, a regulation, directing that you will do X, you can choose to do Y, when there is legitimate expectation and detrimental reliance. INEC was totally wrong, and the courts, Supreme Court downwards, got it wrong. When an agency created under the law with a 11 act and a constitution that says you can make rules, makes rules, those rules are law. They can unmake it through rule-making process. If they don't, they are bound to obey it. Results should have been transmitted electronically. I'm ashamed. I have a PhD in law and I can stand anywhere in the world to dispute the best and brightest. I was ashamed that the court affirmed that I can just walk away from the law. 5 years I was a regulator for electricity. When we make tariff, it's the same way INEC makes rules. We make those laws, tariffs. They are legal instruments. They are binding on law. I hold INEC responsible and I hold the courts responsible for the failure of the elections. Sir, it's important to clarify who can sue. You raise the point. Electoral jurisprudence, the problem with Nigerian elections is that they don't understand electoral jurisprudence. Electoral jurisprudence is that the court's job is to restore back power to the people voting. Democracy is not, the dispute is not between Mr. Amade and Mr. Wotoporously. No. It's about the people's right to elect their leader. Therefore, we shouldn't be saying that only persons who contested and who could have won could file electoral petition. No. Citizens who voted have a right to go to court and say that the process was faulty. Look at the US jurisprudence. All the cases that went to court in 2020, I guess, were mostly by civil society groups and voters. That should change. Now, what does it take to nullify election? I always wonder why judges feel that what they call substantive justice, substantive compliance. If elections were conducted outside the rules, that is enough to nullify the election. You don't have to prove that you have won. Elections should be nullified if they are conducted contrary to rules. Our jurisprudence is faulty on that. So the question then is, there's a key point somebody mentioned about too much burden on the judges. It is caused by INEC, and I make this clear. The new Electoral Act provides two safeties that we destroyed. First, internal democracy. It says that all candidates must be either elected directly or indirectly. If you choose indirect, then it laid out democratically elected. Let me say it clear. The court has a right and a duty to overrule parties if they present candidates they did not go through their rules of the constitution and their own internal rules. There is no justice like saying, look, there are three people here. Members of the party have a right to due process. That's what the Act provides for it. And that's what the Constitution provides for it. So if you do not second guess politicians, then it's not that you are imposing the candidate, you are requiring them to follow the rules. And that's what the Supreme Court has been saying before. And the final point I want to make is very clear on this. INEC needs to start doing administrative adjudication. Now let's be very clear. Every process in an election, including rulemaking, including declaring results, are administrative procedures that require due process. Meaning that INEC should be sitting and making rulings on objections during collection of elections. I watch the drama where INEC says, call result, you call result, after I go to court. No, that's not the way. There is an intermediate procedure before adjudication in court. That is administrative hearing. You must establish the validity of those results through a process that INEC can now make rules which the court will now review through judicial review. So the critical point is here, and I want to end on this note. The Amity case you mentioned, sir, interesting case. The court did something that was nice, but look at the failure. The issue is, it's not for the court to impose candidates. Courts can verify results and ask people to elect, to go back. So we have to redraft timelines to allow for repeat elections, not imposition. And the key point here then is that this is not a matter of nicety. I like the point you made. Politicians are mad dogs. You need to police them. But when the policer of mad dog is himself mad, then that's confusion. The judiciary should no longer be thinking of politicians as people who want to do public good. The public interest is to impose order and regularity in politics, not to allow politicians to self-regulate. That is a lesson of history. I don't blame politicians, I blame judiciary, I blame INEC, because they abandon their work and politicians are the ones who can never see power and leave power. You have to treat them as persons who have adverse interest to public interest and force through regulation the convergence of private and public interest. Thank you very much.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.